Alright, so this is gonna be a DiffSinger tutorial, but it's gonna be my way. Um, you could read the disclaimer there. I'm also not covering local training. We're using the Colab for this. And this will cover with these. And yeah, let's get started. So what you need is that you need to sing. You do not have to be a good singer, and you can also half-ass the singing. It doesn't have to be 1%, but you need to try. So yeah. Anyway, you need a good mic. You need a phonemes text file for your language, or you can honestly just like label my memory, but like just like have it in hand with you. And you need at least 10 to 30 minutes worth of songs or parallel training material to fit that. And you need these installed and these set to path. So for recording, you just need to go here in Audacity and you need to sing a song. You could basically sing any song you want. It just has to be in the language that you're singing in. You could sing the same song twice, just if it's in a different pitch or if you're singing it in a different speed to help the data. So I don't know. You just basically just sing like this. I'm falling down into my shadow. And you want to leave some silence out. So you could do noise reduction like this. So you want to do noise profile. You go to noise reduction again. And then set this to your settings. And then click reduce. And you want to do it 3 times. You also want to do the filter curve EQ thing. Go to manage, go to factory presets, and go to low roll off for speech. Press OK. It should be clean now. I'm falling down into my shadow. So now you want to export as a WAV file. Make sure it's as a mono file, or your the segmentator we're gonna use is gonna be like it's gonna freak out, and it's not gonna like it. So anyway, once you're done with that, you can now go to labeling. I use vLabeler to label. You can also use Audacity to label, but I'm not gonna be covering that. You just have to go here and open up your project. If you have a project already, you could just open it, but you want to go here and open up your labels. You just press the next for those. Just give it a moment. And for someone who hasn't labeled yet, it should be empty. But if you have labels already, this is what it should look like. So everything left to align is the sound. So if you're like making an ah sound, it just sound like an ah or like something like this. And you could press 2 to cut to make segments, by the way. You can also right click to play a sample.
But
Oh, this one's mislabeled, but if it's mislabeled, you could just do this. Like go here. Yeah, like that. For English, it's gonna be different phonemes, and like same with other languages, but that's basically what you do. And when you're done, you're gonna want to do this button. And you want to save it, and it should be all your lay files should be exported. So once you're done with that, you can now package your voice bank. So I have this DiffSinger made by someone else. I'm going to be using this for the tutorial. You're going to want to segment all of your files like this. You're going to want your audio and wave files to be in the same folder, in the one voice color folder. Your parallel training stuff should also be segmented like this. I'm going to teach you how to segment real quick using the corpus segmentator. You just want to open up Anaconda prompt and run this script. But before you do that, you have to install the corpus segmentator and put it in to your user folder. and then you just want to run it like this. Alright, and once that's done, you want to go back to your DiffSinger folder, and you're gonna want to copy it. The copy as path. Hold on. You also need to remove the quotation marks at the end and the beginning. And you're gonna wanna make a new folder. Just to contain the new things. And you wanna do the same thing. And it should run. Put it for 5 seconds, by the way. Oh, okay. So sometimes it gives an error like this. Your file sometimes like the segmentator just does not work at all. So or it's like sometimes it just stops. But like just like trying to make sure your audio is named properly. Like there's no spaces, and it's just either letters or numbers, and the audio's mono, not stereo. Alright, so once you're done packaging everything, segmenting everything, all you need to do is compress this to a zip file. And you're just gonna have to wait until it compresses. And you're gonna want to name it as database.zip. Like that's it. And you want to go to your Google Drive and you want to install it. We're back. Once you've uploaded your database zip file, you want to go to Colab. Make sure to pin it because if you do not want to lose progress on the Colab, trust me, it's not fun. Okay. Anyway, since Linux.that is already installed into the not installed to the Colab, it's already in the Colab and it's gonna like DiffSinger's already merged it. So we just need to honestly, we don't have to do anything. Like we don't have to do this, and we don't have to go edit the code or anything. You just have to press setup, and you're gonna have to run. You're gonna give it permissions, and you're gonna connect it to Google Drive, and you continue. Alright, once you reach the screen and you hear this noise, you're ready to start. Once you're here, leave this alone, go here, and you wanna copy this and put it into data zip path. Put this to true, to SOM. You could put this down to like 5. I would really recommend you put it down to 5 because like the Colab's not really that, like the base Colab's not that strong. It's probably gonna like out of memory if you try to pre-process it later. So you just like set it to 5. And it should do this. When it's done, it'll like tell you about like the dictionary and stuff. So you just have to wait. Okay, so once that's done, you want to try and train Acoustic first. You could honestly start with any training, but I usually go with Acoustic. And I set everything here to like its default settings. And you just need to put this, get this, copy paste this in the save directory. And everything should be fine. Don't change anything and just put it here. So sometimes the order will be like wrong. You can honestly just go in here, go to configs and go to your acoustic config, and then make sure it's link set too. You can just edit like the stuff in here. So you're gonna wanna make your main voice bank like the first slot. Like at all times. And you're just gonna want to like carefully like edit it. Okay, so this should be all fine. Use it to you also need to change your layers, I think, but since it's acoustic, I don't think you need to change it. Actually, no, you need to change it. Where is the layers? Okay, never mind. It's apparently it's all the layers should be at like 1020 word channels, 6 layers. Apparently it's set up like that now. But just double check everything is fine, cause if even anything is like screwed up, the model's gonna be screwed up like completely. Okay, yeah, it should be fine. So then you want to go here and you're just gonna want to click pre-processed data. It should say some things to, like, just in case you need to remove things to your dictionary. It should tell you to add or remove. I don't know if it will. No, okay, but like if you need to add or remove something, just edit your dictionary. Also, make sure everything here is like fine. And it should just pre-process. And when you're done, you could go to training. So now it should say this when you're done. Make sure it doesn't say anything like 0 seconds here. If it says something like 0 seconds, then like you've probably like had like an error with like some of your wave files. Like I don't know, like some were like misnamed, or like you can't have Japanese names for your wave files. By the way, everything has to be in English. But other than that, you can start training. I usually set it to 5 for acoustic and 9 for variance, but if it ooms you, just set it lower. And this can be left at whatever you want to stop at. I usually leave it at 150k, like because like that's like where I'm personally stopping. But like if you want to go to like 200,000, like go ahead, like yeah. But if you want to continue training, you just click this and you go to your config. Your config should be in like the folder. Oh, yeah, okay. But okay, it should be in the folder where like you trained like all your like the trained stuff is in. You'll see it, like don't worry. But anyway, you just have to click this and you just have to train. Sometimes you have to like stop it as well and then restart, cuz like sometimes it just freezes. But okay, yeah. So, when it should be like this when you're like if it's like doing all right. You could check the audio every time it updates like in steps. So like I think this is the one when it's like that's what it sounds like when it renders. And this should be like the original. I would not play it at like under like 15,000 steps, but like you could just honestly just listen to it. So like if it sounds like the original, then I think like you've like trained it enough. Well, like you could keep going. Like I would say like 100k is a good minimum like for like a usable DiffSinger. So like yeah. Okay. Anyway, you're gonna wanna. Oh, okay, we're gonna wait for this to get to like 14,000. Okay, so it's at 14,000, and we're gonna try to basically cancel our training and like restart it. So because I think Colab has like a really weird timer, like around an hour. I think it'll try to like kick you off, and like you're gonna lose all your progress if it kicks you off. So like do not let it kick you off. Like you make sure you look at this stuff like regularly. Like I mean I think you have Colab Pro, you can leave this on overnight. But that's like it costs like $10. So like I don't know. You could choose whether or not to buy Colab Pro or not. But anyway, since that 14,000, all you have to do is double click this, or you know you could just spam click it. Like it doesn't really matter. And when you want to resume your training, you click this. You go to your drive. You go to DiffSinger. You go to My Model Acoustic or My Model Variance, depending on what you're training. And then you just copy this config file, and then you paste it in here, and then you run it again. So it should run again. I'm just gonna wait until it runs again. Okay, now should be at 14,000, and it should be training again. Like, and yeah, that's basically what you do until like you get to like the steps you want. It's gonna take like I'm gonna say like a few hours for both, but Acoustic does train slower, and Variance trains faster. Alright, me from the future. I'm here, and I'm finished my voice bank, kind of. It's more like I want to test it right now, but I'm gonna show you how to export your voice bank. So what you do is you're gonna go here, and you're gonna select the checkpoints that you made. So for Acoustic, I stopped at 100,000, and for Variance, I stopped at around like 70 something. Yeah, 74,000. And you're gonna want to copy the path to that. And for the last one, you're gonna want to do this. You're gonna copy paste this, put it into here, and you run it. Make sure you check this off just in case things go wrong. Okay, so basically here you just fill this out, and then you should run it, and then it should start zipping up your files, and then you should like be able to download it. You'll download your voice bank, yeah, and you can open it in OpenUtau. Okay, so now that you're here, you're gonna want to pull the voice bank that you downloaded, and you're gonna drag it into OpenUtau's thingy. But you're just gonna drag it, and you just install it like any other voice bank. But you're not done yet. You have to go here, and you have to go and basically, oh, it should appear as this, by the way. You have to pull it out, and you have to go here into your DS config, and you want to change this to 0.4, change this to 128, change this to 44100, and then change this. Where's def? Change this to true, and then you just save that, and then you go here. You go you change the sample rates. Of both DSStir and DS Variance, and you should be set up. There is more things you can do, like if you were to parallel train, you're gonna have to remove the embeds. But you're gonna have to like test out all like the embeds to see if like everything's correct before you delete them. Okay, one more thing that you want to do is replace the dsdict with all the dsdicts you need for like all the languages that you're supporting. So my bank is supporting Japanese, English, and French. So I have the Japanese stuff in here, the English stuff in here, and the French stuff in here. So I should be good. But if you don't have that, you can just like honestly go around and like just steal the dsdicts from people's voice banks. But like you can also make one yourself. But like I would just borrow some the dsdicts from people and like implement them in your voice bank. But then other than that, you should be done. Well, other than like, oh, what if I want to add image or like a portrait? Well, it's basically like in normal Utau, like you just add like the image name here for the portrait, and the icon is on the other one, and you should be done.